Time now for the segment you forgot you looked forward to. Professor Farrell handing out grades here at the Under Armour All-America game. And, per usual, we'll start with the best players first, the best performers. And, we're going to be all over between both teams. But let's start on offense with N'Keal Harry.
He's been outstanding since day one. That we worried about his speed. Could he get downfield? He can get downfield. He's beaten some very, very good cornerbacks there. And, size, speed, everything you're looking for, catching the ball very well. So he's got an A from Professor Farrell, big A.
And a linebacker you're very familiar with, Rashawn Smith.
He's a beast. I mean, we compared him to Nigel Bradham earlier this week, and people won't remember Nigel Bradham because I'm 100 years old, but I do, and he was a beast. Sideline to sideline, could play middle, could play outside. He will thump, too, in the game. He hasn't been able to hit anybody. He's got a little pent-up energy, but to me, he's an A+.
Another linebacker in the fold playing well, Ben Davis, no surprise there.
Yeah, Ben Davis, it's hard to evaluate linebackers because they're not hitting people, but Ben Davis, again, with his size, his ability to cover, move around, I think he's a B+ for me. I just like his instincts and the way he has a feel for the game and coverage as well.
Guys that are still doing pretty solid, we'll start with Mac Wilson, another 5-star linebacker.
Yeah, I'm giving him a B. I like Mac a lot. He's intense. He got in that little scrap the other day in practice. Just shows, that he really cares about this. He's not as long as these other guys at linebacker. He's not as big. Very, very good in coverage as we've seen, so he gets a solid B.
Another linebacker, a new 5-star, Keandre Jones. What did you see from him?
A smaller guy, and he's going to come out in the game. I can tell. I've seen him on, on game film where he just explodes to the ball and he delivers. Even though he's a smaller linebacker compared to these guys, he just delivers hits. So I think he could be a very active guy all over the field there. But right now, I'd say C+ because I haven't seen as much, compared to the Ben Davises of the world and Rashawn Smiths.
Moving into the guys now that might need a little bit of extra credit, starting at defensive back with Levante Taylor.
First 2 days were a real struggle. I think he was thinking too much out there, biting on too many moves. He's a small cornerback, so there's no room for error whatsoever. Third day he went out there and really became aggressive and had a great day, but I'm still going to give him a C. I have high standards for Levante. He's going to have to show it in the game.
Another guy with high standards, maybe Nate Craig Myers. What did you see from him?
He hasn't been able to get open. The separation has always been an issue with him. Now, he's working on a team that has no time to throw the ball, and they're struggling throwing the ball outside. But Nate Craig Myers has been right around a C as well, not as dynamically fast as we were hoping.
And another 5-star. I mean, boy, what do you make of Marlon Davidson's performance this week?
I don't know. He's just not using his moves. He's not doing outside in. He's not crossing over. He's not doing anything like that. And we compared him to Ego Ferguson, who's with the Bears now, who was a 5-star going into an All-Star event and lost that 5th star. So that comparison might be a good one. C- right now. And I love Marlon. I'm a big fan. So I'm hoping he'll respond in the game and make a couple big plays. But been banged up a little bit. The energy hasn't been the same.
So those are the guys that are in good shape and maybe need to study up a little bit more before their final exam, which is the Under Armour All-America game. Catch all the coverage right here on Rivals.com.